This, my fellow wrestling fans, was very difficult to find, but WWE put it on their network, but they didn't say exactly what it was. When I was listening to the promo, looking at the promo, it occurred to me this is it right here. The date you see on screen was the beginning of the end for crowd involvement in WWE. August 13th, 2001. What? As you can see, I said what out of nowhere for absolutely no reason. Just like in this promo. Now, of course, I can't show the entire thing because it's a very, very long promo. And I'm going to point out some certain things in there if WWE doesn't block this thing. What happens here is that the Alliance comes down, they're all cheering and everything. They love Stone Cold and everything like that. Stone Cold starts praising characters and, berating them, things like that, over and over again. So this part here, the first part is he wants to know who's going to take on Kurt Angle tonight. And he says, and then Paul Heyman says, RVD, RVD. RVD comes up there, and he's going to take on Kurt Angle later on tonight. So a little bit later on, he's praising a couple other tag teams. Like I said, everything's normal here. Praising Textile Big E is. I'll get to him in a second. Rhino, Big Boy. I think he called him like a low man, whatever. So in a little bit, he's going to call up three people that were not so good last week. By the way, this is actually very interesting. Tommy Dreamer, as we know, currently is in Impact Wrestling. And he is a huge workhorse. He has his own organization, House of Hardcore, very, very hard-working guy.
Had a stupid match yet.
Stone Cold says that Tommy Dreamer hasn't had a single match yet, which is very interesting to me because we all know that currently, and for the past, 10, 15 years, since like the WWE ECW, Tommy Dreamer has been a focal point in wrestling. He's been everywhere. So that's very interesting. So he's with the Alliance, but he hasn't had a single match yet. So in a couple of seconds here, this is the beginning for absolutely no reason. Stone Cold, I have no reason. I can't. There's no logic. For some reason, he goes from berating Raven, Humorous, and Taz. The first one's going to do for Hugh Morris. For absolutely no reason. He starts pausing in the middle of a sentence and starts saying what? Randomly. And this is it. This is the beginning of the end for the logic of fans. Oh my God.
Whip your ass.
I'm going to pause it real quick here so I can get to the exact point so WWE's instruct this shit down. Hold on a second. Okay, so from this point, I'm going to skew it to the side a little bit there so WWE doesn't attack my channel like it likes to do. So I'm going to skew it to the side. You can hear exactly what I'm talking about. He's going to go from normal speech into saying what for absolutely no reason. Everything, like I said before, was normal talk, and he just randomly starts blurting out what. I have no idea why. At least the Tourette's thing with Goldberg made sense. Him starting the what thing makes no sense. Here we go.
Who whipped your ass last Thursday?
I was in
I didn't ask you to explain something. I said, who whipped your ass last Thursday?
Y2J.
That's right.
Y2J, exactly.
Look at you. Y2J? Look at you. You're 275 pounds. Your name is Hugh Morris. What? Your name is Hugh Morris. What? Is that funny? Is that humorous? Are you here to make me laugh? What? You're pathetic. Look at me. You're pathetic. Jay whipped your ass. I'm ashamed of you. Step back.
Okay, so as you can hear, that was the beginning of the what chants. Well, not necessarily the chants, but him putting it in our mind. So every now and then he starts saying what. And he's going to continue to do that with the other people. Like I said, before this, everything was normal. Who's going to step up, yada yada, everything normal. But for some reason, he starts saying what to these guys, and because he keeps on saying this simple one-syllable word over and over again, it resonates with fans, and the annoyance of everything began here and continues, well, I would say to this day, but we all know what's going on. So let's continue a little bit more for more proof on what's going on here. I'm going to turn it to the side. Here we go.
Who whipped your ass?
I'm going to stop it at Raven. I'm going to stop it at the Raven, just so you guys can.
Okay, well, I got. Here's a guy who carries around.
You know what? You guys get the point. This is it right here. You want to see the whole thing? You can try to find this promo out there. This is the Alliance. This is the first time Stone Cold made his appearance after betraying WWE, or F back then. F, because of the, you know what, down there. And went with the Alliance. So find that somewhere on YouTube or whatever. This is where Stone Cold said it first, and this is the beginning of the end. So I have no doubt in my mind that if crowds were still here, they'd still be chanting what for every single stupid promo. Was it August 13th or whatever? Essentially August 2001. Now it's a race against time. What chant will die first? What chants or CM Punk